There we go. Light. A little bit. Oh. Neat. Oh. A little bit of light. All right. Starting a little early so that Twitch decides to put ads in, they get to run ahead of stream or ahead of me solving the game. And back down to the game. And yep, I'm going to see about solving this fairly quickly. But we'll also wait till it's 3 o'clock before we get started on it. I posted or commented on my Blue Sky posting that the account ID that I'm using here between Twitch and YouTube are different numbers on the end of the series. And they are. Apparently, when I went to create my account on Twitch, the ID I was using was already tied up somewhere. I haven't figured out who. The only thing I can think of is that at the time Amazon had just bought Twitch, and I suspect my Amazon ID was occupying a space they wouldn't allow a Twitch ID to be created overlapping. But maybe somebody else had set up an account years ago that said, yeah, this is me. Used my ID. All right, let's give this a shot. Counter for the clock says it's rolling, so apparently I've got a complete or a solvable puzzle here. I'm going to go through here and fill in some options. All right, and that takes care of 8. We got a 4 in here, 5, and 7. None of those have matches across here. It does mean that the 4s in these 2 squares are going to be over here. Likewise, the 5s. And we've already got 7s placed in all 3 of those. I'm going to put 7 down here. All right. Over here, we've got 1 and 1. 2s here, here, and here. 3s here, here, here. 4s are going to be what are already marked here. Same with 5s. 6s either here, here, or over here. 7, 8, 9 fills out the square. And now we come over here. One of these is going to be a 9. Oh, no, not one of those. One of these. I did not notice that I have a 9 here as well as 1. Probably should have, knowing the numbers were in the top row. Oh well. All right. Got possibles on 1s and there. 2s, we've got possibles here and down here. 3s, we've got possibles for these squares. 4s, they come up here. I've got marked already. Same with 5s. 6s, that can't be one there. That's 9, 6 possibly there and there. 7, got 2 places with possible 8s already marked, and 9s are marked already as well. Okay, let's move across the top here. 1s in the 3 squares possibly. 3s, and we got a 3 here. 4 is going to be one of these. 5s, pretty much wide open on 5s. 6s, everything except the top row, it looks like. 7s, like we're wide open at. Got an 8 here already, and this 9 and this 1 say that these 3 are places. Right, and over here we've got 3 places for 1s again. 2 places for, or 8 places for 2. 3. Yeah, it shouldn't be. It should have been marked as on Twitch as Gnome Sudoku, which is what I play about 3 o'clock on or almost every day, my time. Usually it doesn't go or take very long. About half an hour. Sometimes it's gone as long as an hour and a half, but that's rare. Okay, 2, 3. Got 4s in here, all over the place. Nothing blocking them yet. 5s, got 5s blocked at the bottom there of that column. 6s, looks like I've got 3 possibilities. 6 here, these 2. 7s, I've got 5 possibilities. 3, 2 possibilities for 8 already marked, and 3 possibilities for 9, and now they are. There's a 9 here, which means this one will not be one. There's actually neither of those two. This one becomes a 9 as a result. A little bit. I've got, I'm actually running on a different system for here. I am still using Pop! OS, but I'm not using a Windows system to do my streaming from. I do that on still for No Man's Sky because that's kind of what that system is set up to do. Let's see. So we got 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. So none of those numbers are in use up here. 1, 1, 1, 1. That's not a 1 there. 2, not a 2 there. I've got a 2 in here already. 3, 4, and 4. And let's see, 5, 5, 5, 5. So what have you been up to lately? Possibility 8 there, 9. All right, that's done with that square for the moment. Get a 1 here. 2, 2, 2, or not, a couple of 2s. Let's see, 3s. Looks like we've got a 3 to solve there, which solves us 2. Yeah, disambiguates it. Clears up a couple of 2s there. 3, so this becomes a 2. This becomes a 6, not a 2, not a 6, not a 6 here. Is no longer a 9. Let's see, okay. 3, 4s in here, like 4 possibilities. 5s. I tend to walk through and explain why I'm putting numbers where I'm putting them. Here I'm earmarking what I'm doing. 6s. Yep. Understood. Couple of places 7s, and that one means that can't be. Neither that. It becomes the 7 here. Means this is not a 7 here or here. That's kind of taken care of that. 8's already placed in here. 9 already given, so come down here and fill in. This is going to be a 9, not a 9 there. That's 9. We have 8's positioned. Let's see. 1's. Not a 1 there. 2's. We've got a 2 here, so this becomes a 4. Not a 4. 3 and the rest of that. Not a 2 here. That becomes a 2, not a 4. And we got a potential issue coming up there, so let's see if we can solve that. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5s. We've got here, here, and here. 6s. This is going to be a 6. And 7, 8s, 9. This is going to come in. Since I've got a 1 and a 5 in this row already, this becomes an 8. This becomes a 3. Not an 8, not an 8. 4, 8. 1, 5 left there. 3. Okay. I've never played the game, so I do wish you the very best on it. That 6 is there. 1, 6, 1, 6. 5 here. 4. 7 here. 6, 8. 3 to fill up that row. 1 here. 6 fills that square. 6, 4, 5. That makes that an 8. This 1. Not a 7 or 1. Not a 7. Not a 6. 5, 4, 7. Not a 6. Not a 6 or 8. 1. 5, 1. 5, 1. Not 7s. This one becomes a 7. 5, 6, 8. Not a 1, not a 1. No, I'm not debating that. It was one of these, a long time ago, made a decision on certain types of games, and I don't play World of Warcraft. I don't play games along those lines. I played a brief period Fallout Shelter. Never really ended up getting into it. It just did not work out for me. And as I understand it, Elder Scrolls is effectively a use of the Fallout Shelter engine with a different game placed in it. So, all right, took us 11 minutes and 37 seconds, it looks like. Get some reading glasses on so I can make sure that I'm reading that right. I've got to post results here in just a moment, and then we'll be done with that. I'll leave my Discord up and running if you want to chat. Let me make sure I've got it in another window here. Seeing Discord notices, so it is up, it is running somewhere. There we go. So yeah, I'll keep that open. We'll get some. Feel free to check in with me, and let me get this these results posted, because I am playing a game that I work with the SudokuStore on BlueSky for, and I just deal with the online stuff as far as I'm posting one of their puzzles. They post discounts available for people to buy collections, and then 3 o'clock in the afternoon I will go ahead and do a solve. About midnight my time, I post new puzzles for the next day, and we come back again later on, post the solutions just before midnight if I can, and then I post my results as part of the fact that I posted that I'm going to start the stream. So all right, and that's actually it for the stream. I can run other solves, but that's kind of the way these things go. Let's see. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I think the issue with Fallout Shelter was the fact that the game itself was using the same engine. It's sort of like the fact that so many games out there use the Unreal Engine these days. Still is a bit. They're not the same game as the people who developed the engine created, but it's an engine that works well for the types of games that they want to play or create. All right. And on that note, I'm going to end the stream, and that means my chat or verbal side is going to go away. So, chat window is open. I will be happy to chat with you there in just a little bit. Also have a post stream chat available for people, and we will catch up